Welcome back to Factorio Seablock TSM episode number 102. As you can see, I have lined up a little bit of handcrafting. We're trying to do some science, but at the moment it's struggling a bit. We probably need to move on to the pink science. Let's just check which one we are able to do. No, we need to move on to purple science. We have quite a lot of purple, not so much pink. So I guess we'll put these guys on hold then and see if there's some useful purple. Actually, we probably could do that, maybe just to get it out of the way, but probably more useful would be that one and that one. I don't really know about all this night vision, ever more interesting night vision equipment. It doesn't really seem that useful. Yeah, let's just line up some of these things, I guess. Multi-purpose furnace, the third level battery, exoskeleton, effect transmission. Well, already the third version of that and we haven't even started on it. Diesel generator, centrifuge 2. Not sure how much of the rest of that is particularly useful, so I guess we'll start there. In the meantime, we've kind of halved all of that collection. No, we haven't. There's still quite a lot there. Never mind. Let's go back down to where we were working at the end of the last episode. Get some of this put down, try and connect some of it up, see what resources we need to bring in, and try and bring it online, really. That's the goal. Yes, I could probably do with a little bit of you. As noted, we don't have enough of these special types of trees and so on that we need for the seed generators, so we're going to struggle a little bit. But we'll see what we can do. How about down here where I've moved to? There's lots of things around here I want you to finish off. That's not so bad. Let's see if it will do this washing plant. Yes, it looks like it. Good. All right. Very good. Now, I think I can do kind of half a dozen of these. It'd probably be best if we try and focus on like the top half dozen or something. We are in fact still building many of the requirements here. I guess it's choosing to do the things that it thinks we need first. Or rather that we had at the time. Okay, what about these guys? Swamp tree seed generator. Swamp tree seed generator. Ah, there we go. So do I want to do these ones and these ones? Maybe. Maybe we'll do it that way. I've got a cargo wagon I need to get rid of at some point. That's all our seed generators, so hopefully we can keep all of these arboretums just to this area. I'm I'm going to need a flare stack as well. Can add that to our much shrunk list. So all this is intended to enable us to build plastic, which we still haven't actually put in the part of the chain that's needed for plastic, so we still have that joy to go. It's an awful lot of pipes. Iron pipe, good grief. At least our tech is starting to tick over again. Probably not for too long though. Even with only four labs. We've had no more than 4 labs in the entirety of... There's still quite a lot to go, clearly. In the entirety of all of this. I mean, you can see from that I guess we're at least 2/3, probably more like 70% of the total tech. We've only had 4 labs through the duration. I mean, one comment I would make about labs is that there's really no point having more labs than your supporting builds are able to keep up with. There's no point having 10 labs, having them work for a few minutes and then sit there for the rest of the hour doing nothing. How are you going? You're still building. Yeah. Okay, well, let's do some planning. We know that I guess we could run over here. We know that these guys need the sand, so we're basically coming down here and supplying sand at every location as we go down, and hopefully having enough, I guess, is the other part of that equation. Not to mention having enough yellow belts. And we certainly don't have enough inserters. You're supposed to be an inserter. Right, that means that a few more of these arboretums have built. A few more, but not that many more. Okay, I know that these guys, they need the red circuits, of course, which is pretty much what we're actually doing this for. Come on. Well, I guess I can do the same thing for this set. We obviously got it slightly out of alignment, but I don't care. No, 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 no. That's why I wasn't doing that. I need your arboretums up here. Alright, we've marked them for deletion. Then I'll have to put them back in. Let's just let these others build and then we'll deal with that side of things. Now, I think what I might do, I know I need some, I think it's saline water. We'll build a saline water input down at the bottom. Probably the plastic export will be off to the side here. Kind of guessing. That's probably what I want to do. How about these ones? This one maybe? So it's broken because we don't have these guys. Fine. The only place that is acceptable for you to put that is right here. Thank you. All right. We obviously need a large collection of our basic stock of stuff, which includes all these sorts of inserters and things that we are completely missing. So I'm going to run back into my logistics zone, let my bots top me up. Even just here will do. While we do it, I'm going to go back to map mode and have a look at how science is going. This is a lot shorter, but obviously we still want purple. We seem to actually have almost finished just purple. I'm not sure out of this collection what we really want. Boiler 5. I'm not really sure we're into boilers that much. Maybe the multi-purpose furnace. Solar energy version 4. I know we will need that battery. Advanced material processing. That probably is useful. Exoskeletons are always going to be useful. Effect transmission. I'll see how that goes. Because we're running out of purple quite fast. As you can see, we're not keeping up with our MER 4 reactors. How are we going with these things? Not too bad. It looks like we are quite a lot short on a bunch of things that are now being delivered. The bots are probably a little bit better because of science-based speed increases. We haven't yet gone to a point where we have upgraded them to 2s or 3s, but we do have the tech to do so, and that is on the cards, but probably not until plastic has been sorted out. Wow. think I'll run over here, and the main purpose is that I want to get some more pipes because we're clearly shy on pipes. Pipes actually aren't in our network yet. But they are sitting here. So we will need more of these guys. We'll need some more of those guys. Maybe even yet another one of those. Wow, these guys are absolutely shredded before they even leave up there, especially when we're adding demands from the mall and other places. Right. Next step. Oh, I forgot to get the red circuits that we need for these, but that's not my kind of next step priority. The next step as far as priorities goes, surely we haven't run out of these guys already. Good grief. I guess they placed a whole lot here. Alright, I need more. Mainly the sky. 40. Alright. Come on, up here, thanks. Good. Now, down here. Let's get this side up and running before we worry about that bit up there. All gone? All gone, good grief. Right, you know what? Just temporarily, we're going to shunt this up to 100. Get some more. I think we do build them fairly quickly, although I have just drained it twice, so that's 80 gone in the last minute or so, so it might be starting to struggle to supply us with these sorts of numbers. Got about 50. I think I'm only using assembly machine 1s over there, so not exactly the fastest thing in the world. When it gets to this point where it's trying to top up. We can get a few other things as well, perhaps. At the same time. Am I going to wait until I get a full 100? Might be worth it. It's only 3 more. Surely Surely there's been a robot dispatched of those last 3 already. One would think. Maybe. All right. Once more. Get off the track. It wasn't dangerous over here, but it is sort of in this area. Now, let's get those inserters where we need them. And it's 100 of them gone. Okay. I don't think this is particularly useful, so we should probably do a little bit of cleanup. That was an artifact from the original blueprint that we were using. Alright, place pipes up here, thanks guys. At least up here we need it. Okay. That is probably most of what we require. Initially, other than power. Already sorted. We probably just need a few strategic locations like these. Probably do it more efficiently with the good old what are they called? Substations. But these are automatically produced. Those are not currently, so and we're a long way away from UPS considerations, so yeah, we can just make do with this for now. Oops, you can go up there. Okay, that's everything other than actually seeding the seed machines. That's almost everything other than seeding the seed machines. As far as getting some power. We have a piping crisis just there. And in addition to the seed, you need the saline water. Right, so saline water we basically want to have come in here, I think. That's all wrong. Do I have one that looks right? No. I do not. I think I may as well just create my own. Landfill, we do have some still, not that much, but perhaps enough for this. We'll soon see if that's long enough. I'm not going to use one of those. Yeah, will do. I want a request to stop, I think. And a couple of tanks, I guess. We're going to need some steel. And the idea here will be to feed these guys. So let's get these tanks sorted out. Maybe we can have a peek at where science is up to at the same time. Science is really struggling again. And swapping over doesn't look like it's really going to help much. Alright, we won't worry about it then. We got a nice little burst and then we had to stop. So what were we after? We were after steel. 1. And then we're missing iron and stone. Wow, iron is just not keeping up anywhere at the moment. Two. How are my tanks? Sorry, my pipes overall. They look probably okay, so we'll run with that. What are these bots doing? And here's a few more. In fact, that's the rest of them. It's not a mod or anything that I'm using there. It's just a standard debug thing that you can do. If you really want to know what it is, I could go through it. Leave a comment if you do. It's fairly straightforward. Quite handy though. It's much better than trying to find the damn things if you leave them behind, as I'm kind of quite likely to do. The way I get bored with what they're trying to do and leave lots of work behind. Alright. So, where are these tanks? We want... I think it's 2, isn't it? We have to be away. Is that right? Then we need a couple of these things, although perhaps I should use the next pipe, the next pump rather. Oh, I can even get up to those guys. The amount they move is kind of insane. So that should do for the unload. Then they should probably be connected in a way. Maybe something like this. fill in the dots. And on this side, basically the same thing. In fact, I might even make a quick copy of it. Like so. To save me having to redo it. That didn't quite work there, never mind. So, saline water. The location of the nearest saline water, we have it here. Do I have it anywhere else along here? We also have it here. And that's full of saline water as well. So, yes, there are multiple locations here where there's saline water. And in fact, what was I going to say? I'm not sure, actually. Do I even use the stop? No. This one I was thinking was going to have both. It's set up with the possibility to, and it's only the saline water that I'm really worried about picking up. Fluoric wastewater. Ooh, that's quite exciting. The fact that this isn't full is interesting. Why were you called? Oh, it must have been so close to being exactly right. And interesting. Anyway, I'm just going to waste my materials down here, aren't you? Oh, it's hard to get around there. Let's run along here. Hopefully we don't get collected by a train. So that is just up here. And I'm thinking this needs 14 more, and there's 19 in here, which is why it got called. And it's not getting called anymore because... so there... Actually, I don't have my balancing set up here, but it wasn't out by very much, so it doesn't really matter. I can actually use this for fluorite ore, which would be kind of handy. It's going to kick this process into action again, which doesn't hurt either because we only have 125 gems currently, which is not enough for very much yellow science. But yes, this whole process here is going to do something soon. Should be making more of our undercapacity mineral catalyst, or is that crystal catalyst, and also kicking off some action amongst these that make the raw rubies. So that's all good. But it's just a distraction, of course. Getting a little bit distracted here. So what we actually want to do is, which direction are you going in? You're going this way. So the station that we had was probably kind of perfect for our purposes then. Something like that. Except this is probably going to need to be a requester maybe. These silly bots have decided that redefining the type of landfill we've got is more important than what we actually have to do here. Oh well. At least with the extra bots, they're done fairly quickly. Okay, so this is obviously going to be in the wrong place at this point. Let's be very clear about that. We will need we'll need that here, and we can put the clarifier up here instead. Okay, you need to supply. Oh, we don't have enough for 2 tanks. We've only got enough for 1. Do I actually need it? And it's nice to load directly from a tank, but do you need a tank? Maybe I really only need a couple of these guys. Can I make... No, I can't make any more of them either, because we are missing iron plate. Okay. Emergency run back to base. Yes, there is a means to get back to the base from here. What sort of your purified water? Okay. So that doesn't really help me. It's only the saline water. Oh wow, copper. What happened to copper? How can we be out of copper and not have a copper train? Empty copper. Ooh. That shouldn't happen. Alright. Okay, the gist of what went on there is I had an experimental version of TSM that I had basically decided was heading in the wrong direction with a change that was on it, so it really shouldn't have still been amongst my current mod list, but never mind. So I've reverted to the one that's on the portal, and that has a demand for copper, and it, you can see the where is it? Up here. You can see that yes, it's behind and it's trying to make a whole lot of copper. In fact, what is the problem? We must be low on sludge. Wow. Low on mineral sludge. That's not mineral sludge, it's here now, right? They're no good. I may actually need to... there we go, we're getting a mineral sludge. We may need to build another one of these facilities. which is okay. Just want to see where you end up going, which I'm not going to see from here. Yes, I am. You're going to tin. The tin. Is this one. That's not as in demand as up here. I may need a way of... So I put in this to shut down the ability for copper. It looks like it's actually the iron that also needs a means to be shut down if it has far too much, which is certainly the case at the moment. Yes, we've... Maybe I need to attend to that bit of surgery. This is why I'm not getting any advance in my initial problem with all of these distractions. How are we doing for time? I think it's definitely worthwhile putting this one in. Right, this is where we make our copper and iron and all that good stuff, and this basically turns off copper. I need basically the same sort of thing, probably here. A new pump, we actually have some, because I was saving them for a different purpose. So you need to be, looks like, do we need red? Or do I need something else? Red doesn't carry the signal I want, so I need the green wire. Go from there to there to there. And you should only work if, well, what's the condition I've actually put on this one? Iron is less than 16k. Iron ore. And it clearly is way, way, way more than 16k, so this side won't work at all. We'll just burn off whatever's in there. But this one will, because copper's very light, and hopefully that will mean that we get a lot of new copper produced. It never turns off the middle part, so there'll always be a little bit of both, but we should be getting a bunch of copper happening. Looks like you could actually do with slightly faster belt as well. And your ore crusher 2s, so that should be sufficient. But you can see how the pipe mechanics kind of let us down a bit. They force so much up here that the Pratinium is way oversupplied relative to the Stirritite. And hence it's a little bit uneven coming through here. How's that going? 10k, 5.1, so that should get on top of things fairly soon. Alright, let's get back to what we were actually after, which was an ability to load the saline ore. Why are you flashing? Probably because we probably need you there and something coming through here as well. You probably should be one of those. This doesn't look right, does it? No, it does not. The slot should be going on top, not underneath. Something is clearly... That does go that way. That means we actually need another block in here. Because these are not following the rules. That one, if we're breaking the rules on this line, which I'm not actually particularly happy with, for now, you would need to go down there. But yes, this is all wrong. I'll get back to that as well. We're getting an awful lot of things we need to get back to. All right. On the bottom side down here is where we were trying to set this up. Going to need another pump to replace the one I've used. We're going to need a station, which I never got to because I ran into another problem. Oh, science is finished. We needed iron for this. I came over here, I saw the copper, I wondered what was going on, then I found out I had the wrong mod running, and then so on and so forth. Right, let's get a station. Could probably move it forward slightly. I guess it's not necessary. Pumps. So one option would be simply to run, or maybe push another, have another pump up there. And then do something like this, which probably not ideal. Combinators. We probably want one of those. Probably want one of those. So this would be whenever we have 50k or more of the saline water. Saline water is greater than 50k. Output a P. And we need a new train. Wait a sec. Yes, that's right. We need a new train to come and service this. Saline load 1. Alright, let's get some trains. Because the other thing is I need another supply stop up the top, so We need 2 fluid wagons, 1, 2, and I want 2 locomotives. 1, 2. Where is our... There it is. Fuel stop. Locomotive. Okay, so when you're finally full, or filled enough, you've picked up some carbon. We're not filling anymore, nor are you. Alright, never mind. Jump in here. We need the ability to make 2 of those, I guess. And do I have some room over here to place a new empty train? We are actually getting to a point where we're running out of space. But there is space, so let's go. Unfortunately, this is probably going to be just about the last thing that we can do. So you can be empty and let's try fluid equals saline water. That's not correct. Okay. Empty saline water. I'll look it up later. And your saline water supply. Add station, empty saline water, circuit condition, and saline water. Supply circuit condition. That sorts you out. Oops. That was reacting to a train coming. How are you doing with your copper? Almost ready to call a train. How close is almost? 200. 100. Alright, good. They should at least prioritize the use of the mineral, whatever it is, a little bit better. All right. So let's create some priorities. This will be saline water. Could use this as the empty saline water. Do we have a saline water? No, I would suggest, so let's not worry about that. Saline water can be, yeah, one of those. And you will basically go from empty saline water. And you need a little bit of an edit as well until full. Forget the inactivity, that will do. Let's create another one which will be saline water, and that will basically be saline water supply, that one. And we'll just get rid of the inactivity and otherwise keep the rest of that. Okay. Here we're calling the empty saline water, so if trains on the way less than P, call saline water fluid wagon, and we have one on the way, so that's good. We have one as in the one, and the final piece of this puzzle as far as the train goes for now is down here. Where we'll simply, well, first of all, we'll give them power. We will have a decider combinator. And a request a lamp. And all of that. So you also want one of these. If saline water is less than 200, then set a P, and the train that we want is trains on the way is less than P, send me saline water, which it's doing. So we'll soon have our saline water. All right, next episode we will attend to some of this side and finish off the plastic processing. And with a bit of luck, actually be able to implement a train for plastics going into the main bus. While I remember, I will fix the signals here because we obviously want improved signaling over what we have at the moment. It looks like you need to have a signal over there. These guys then need one there, and we need a little bit more landfill so that we can have one there. And we need a little bit of landfill over here and here, so that we can have one of those there, and we can have one of those there and there. And that is basically it. We've got the saline water in here. Oh, they need seeds. That's the reason that hasn't done anything. But We're getting there, guys. Another episode or two, and we should have a slightly enhanced plastic production. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Look forward to seeing you in the next. Bye-bye for now.